guys, Monday night. You know, this project, this bike project, it's not getting a lot of views on the old YouTube channel, but that's okay. This project isn't about views. It's about me and what I want to do. It's my bike. I'm working on it in the evenings. You know, after a day of being on the truck. It's like therapy for me. It's calming and it's relaxing, and I get the same kind of feeling building a bike as I do when I'm riding it. It's a freedom thing, and you know, when you're doing a bike like this, it's a scaled down project as opposed to, say, the truck. And every time you do a little piece, well, it makes a big impact because the whole package is quite small. So it's very rewarding as well. So like I say, it's not about the numbers. I'm sure they'll pick up as more content gets out there and guys see what's going on with this thing. There's a lot of Triumph guys out there, I know that, or British bike guys in general. So eventually it'll catch on, and I'm not worried about it. The truck still gets good numbers, so whatever. This video, I'm going to be spraying the oil tank, side cover, and frame in primer and paint. Get them done. I won't be doing that tonight. It's too cold. It's like 10 below and windy. So I got a few things I got to do first anyway to prep. I got to clean everything down and wash it and all that stuff. And I got to figure out a way to suspend this thing from the ceiling so I can get all the way around it without, you know, having to do it in two parts or whatever. I want to do it all in one shot. So I've got a few hooks and stuff that I can screw into the joists and hang it from the ceiling. So I just got to figure that out. And once I get it hanging, yeah, it's ready to go. So yeah, so by the end of this video, this thing should be shiny and black, and then we can start doing, probably get on the front end. I know the front brakes are seized, but I think it's just the mechanism itself. Just got to be probably lubed up and worked a little bit. But we'll check the shoes out and everything else too at the same time. I mean, they're mechanical brakes, can't be that much to it. Yeah, then we start polishing all the front end up and getting the fork tubes dialed in and all that stuff, and get the front end on. So, but first paint, and yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow to get the paint on it. So there you go. Stay tuned. All right, so it's Friday night, and it's actually been a week and a half since the opening clip of this video. I haven't touched it. I didn't even put a video out last Sunday. Just haven't had time. But tonight's the night. So I've got it hanging suspended, and I've just got to set up my fans, get my paint gun ready, and mix up some primer, and we're ready to start rolling. So I'll show you this little fancy schmancy rig here. So I just, a couple of hooks to the ceiling, and there we go. I can get all the way around it. So yeah, should work out okay. And then as far as the oil tank and the side cover, I'll just hang them off the back, spray them, and then hang them somewhere else. So I can hang it off of this hanger here. Whatever, I'll figure it out. So, okay, like I said, I'm going to mix up some stuff and get the fans going and all that stuff, and we'll come back and shoot this thing. All right, let's rock and roll. All right, we'll let that dry a bit and then hit her again. Okay, so I got 3 coats on this stuff, tank side cover, and I had a little bit left in the gun after 3 coats, so I put a 4th one on the frame. It looks really good, really nice. It's paint ready, so I'm gonna let that set up. I got to scuff it a little bit with some 400 or 500 or whatever, and then she's ready for paint. However, the oil tank and side cover are not. They're going to need a little bit more love with some sandpaper and another shot of primer. So I'm not going to be able to get those painted tonight. But the frame, I should be able to. I've cranked the heat, and hopefully that sets up in 3-4 hours. It's after 8 o'clock now, so I'm hoping I'll know pretty quick. If not, well, I'll have to do it in the morning, that's all. But I'd prefer to get it done tonight. So there it is, one primed frame. Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock, I guess. I've sanded it with wet paper. I had 600, I had a piece 600, so that's what I used. Wiped it down, and then wiped it down with a tack cloth as well, and picked up all the little things that are on it that need debris or whatever, and it's ready for paint. So I've already mixed the paint. I'm just going to put it in the gun, and I'll set up the camera. I'm going to shoot a light tack coat first, then I'm going to lay on a good heavy second coat, and then we'll do the third. I'll probably just show the tack coat, maybe one full coat. So here we go. All right, the gun's loaded up. Time to roll. So that's kind of the first light tack coat. I'm going to come back and get good heavy coat on. I'll probably come back and show you the third and final coat of base coat. Alright, so I've laid on this good second heavy coat, and I'm going to do my final coat now, just to make sure, you know, everything's even and I haven't missed anything. It's really easy to miss spots in a motorcycle frame, you know, but yeah, just take your time and go around it and make sure you got everything covered. Okay, well, she's looking really good. That's going to dry a little duller, and once it's dry, which it's going to take 10-15 minutes, I'm going to shoot it with a couple coats of clear, 2, 3 maybe, and I'm not going to show you spraying the clear because it's exactly what I just did, except it's clear. And clear coat absolutely destroys camera lenses, so yeah, I'll show you what it looks like after it's clear coated. Okay, so there she is. There's 3 good coats of clear on there, and yeah, she's looking pretty good. I don't know if this will show up or not. See the flake in there? It's almost like a charcoal, black, gray, whatever you want to call it. but in the sun, man, that'll really pop. And I know most of it's covered anyhow with all the stuff that goes on it, but yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, it came out really good. No runs, and that's tough to do on a bike frame. Yeah, it's easy, really easy to get runs on when you're doing a frame like this. But yeah, I'm super happy with it, and yeah, we'll let that get dry to the touch. It's still pretty tacky yet, but when it's dry to the touch, I could crank the heat up, because right now it's off. You know, it's forced air heating, so you know we don't want to blow dust all over it. So yeah, as soon as it's dry to the touch, crank the heat up and let it rip overnight, and tomorrow I'll have a dry painted frame, and there we go. All right, so there we go. Frame is painted, and I can start doing assembly of the front end and get that all polished up and on there. I'm going to leave that set for at least a couple of days before I start playing around with it. It'll be soft. Drying time between coats of clear, about 1 beer. So 3 coats, half a dozen beers. I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. We can really start rolling on assembling this thing now and start bolting things back onto the frame, piece by piece, and get it rocking and rolling. So hopefully this thing will be cruising the streets this summer. So there you go. So you know, I had a bunch of new subscribers. I know the numbers aren't great on the bike videos, but that's okay, whatever. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. You know, 2/3 of my viewers are non-subscribers, so if I can convert just a few of them, it'll make a huge difference. And if you have subscribed already, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It costs nothing. It's free. Just hit the damn subscribe button and help me out, would you? Anyway, this will be, I've got one more little short Christmas thingy coming out on Boxing or Christmas Eve, and then I'll see you after the holidays. And that's about it. So if you're not doing anything else and the in-laws are driving you crazy at Christmas dinner, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys. Merry Christmas.